So, Captain Cabinetz is siding and supporting a horrific racist.
A proven racist.
I can't believe she would do such an inexcusable thing. What exactly did she do?
I wonder who's in the right. One person, or do you think it's every other human in existence?
If you're a normal functioning human being, absolutely nothing. But if you're the grandfather of mental gymnastics, aka Saintontas, I'm supporting the literal Stalin of slurs. So what's the truth and what's the reality? Well, truth is ironically a hard thing to come by the so-called purveyor of proof. Seems like this little saint has huffed too much of his own dough and is now stuck with a permanent debuff that makes him be a pathetic little lying mouthpiece.
God forbid I get another 8-hour fucking stream made about me. God forbid. Over a 1-minute 30-second clip that could have been hashed out in DMs. If you don't cross-ban this May-S Moon person right now, we're gonna have problems. Just letting you all know. So you guys have like 24 hours to do that. We're not DMing, we're not having a talk about it. You're just banning them or removing them. That could have been hashed out in DMs.
And do you know what he said on stream yesterday?
Cap DM'd me the other day. I just ignored it and moved on. It's great. That could have been hashed out in DMs.
Saintontas, more like I tell my audience what I want them to hear, Tontas.
I've got to assume she's not in her rational state of mind. Maybe it's schizophrenia.
In this video that has now been taken down due to violating YouTube's terms of service, fucking LMAO.
What a bitch! What a nasty, vile fucking cunt.
I think she's having a bipolar, reaction.
The Grandmaster of being incapable of using his frontal lobe gave us all a masterclass in using selective outrage, lies, and just blatantly leaving out any and all context in order to manipulate his audience into believing his narrative. Yes, you guys have been swindled by the Saint Swindler, the not so wise. Unfortunately for Saintontas, I know him pretty well. He is maliciously performative to farm your approval to him. How do I know this? Well, here is his own YouTube video from his early days where he got into some VA drama, and this is the video description. From the 28th of May 2024, some content creators thrive on creating original and entertaining content. Others thrive on drama and the plight of other creators. Oh, Saintontas, you wouldn't dare stoop to that low, would you? You are obviously far above that. What changed? I wonder. If you think about it, what do you guys think changed? Some creators even go as far as to publicly spread and monetize lies about channels 1% of their size to satisfy the burgeoning sense of pride and score some easy points with their community. Kinda crazy, isn't it? I wonder why. Kind of ironic. Do you guys get it yet? Do you guys get it that this guy's just been playing you from day one and he's not actually genuine at all? Like, from day one. You cannot make this up. As soon as Mr. Saintontas realized that being the bully was better for his analytics, he never went back. If you think you can trust anything this guy says, think twice. The Saint Swindler is in full swing. I need everybody to know that after my 8-hour VOD where Saintontas was trying to gaslight and manipulate me for about 2 hours straight, he then decided to drop a video in which he lied about me 26 times. The following day I reacted to this, and while I was doing so, he now and again saw my clips and was calling me a bipolar, schizophrenic, alcoholic, bitch, foul, disgusting cunt. And now has dropped a second video because I keep farming him. I wonder why, Saint, so you bet your bloody Bahamas I will be talking about all of this too. So how about we address these accusations head on? Like, if you didn't say what you said, none of this would fucking happen. If I didn't say what I said, saying shit like, hey, you ban this person or I'm gonna have problems with you is a fucking threat. Is that or is that not a threat? Calling my chat retarded, calling my community retarded. Like, how am I actually supposed to receive that?
And so, once again, right? I've already seen plenty of other chatters in other CC's chats who are again supporting this. So, like I've said before, I see a couple of them here. I think May-S Moon is one of them. And I just said, hey, if you don't cross-ban that person immediately, I know they're VIP'd in a bunch of places. If you don't cross-ban this May-S Moon person right now, we're going to have problems. Just letting you all know.
How is that not a threat? Say, is this or is this not a threat? Don't dodge the fucking question. What is this, Saint? Yeah, but bro, I'm not. No, answer the question. Why? You're not going to answer my question. I'm not going to let you move the goalpost to something else. Answer the question. Everyone wants to hear your answer, dude. Answer with my message with the link. You're refusing to read it. What, my tweet? My tweet's got nothing to do with this. Answer the question. This is called obfuscating. You are even trying to read my answer? You refuse to answer my question. You said, what did I say? I show you what it is you said. And I'm like, is this or is this not a fucking threat? And you refuse to answer that. This isn't a question and answer session anymore. This is just you yelling at me and I'm not allowed to respond. And if that's the case, we're done here. See, this is this is the thing. This is what happens. Like you try and actually ask for something, ask a question. It's like, okay, you're not gonna do it my way. I'm not getting involved. Okay, you're not gonna comply with this my way. Okay, we're done. This is the whole fucking problem, Saint. This is literally the whole problem. Unless it complies with your way of fucking doing something, you want no fucking part of it. That's how you can tell a good faith conversation. This is how you tell a good faith conversation doesn't want to be engaged with when you're implying and subscribing intent to something without any fucking reasoning for it. You asked me a question, didn't like my answer, and told me to put in a new one without even reading my original one out. Is this serious? Okay, Sane, you said play the clip. I played you the clip, and I said, okay, Sane, is this or is this not a threat? And your response to me was my own fucking tweet. I'll play your games. Let me play your games. If you're outraged about the ZZZ skins and calling people pedos in comments, but you haven't said anything about the Epstein files or don't care, you're a performative virtue signaling piece of shit that doesn't actually care about real harm, just your own sensibilities for the game you play. Yep. What's wrong with this tweet? I thought banning people showing support for CCs, photoshopping others to empty videos will have to say guaranteed after this. Since when is May's message supporting CCs? And in fact, I've told Skull CJ to himself that I think he's fucking retarded. I've told him himself to his fucking face that he is a piece of fucking shit. What more do you want from me? I gave you answers, you still won't answer me because what do? You deflect and obfuscate. You will never fucking answer a question. You might be surprised to know I'm actually very capable of holding myself down in arguments. It annoys a lot of people. You cannot say because someone who is known to be in every streamer's chat and every streamer's fucking Discord, you cannot then subscribe intent to them that they must condone. Say, if I follow people on Twitter, does that mean I condone what they say? Does that mean I condone what they say because I follow them on Twitter? No, because sometimes I just want to see what they say. That's what you are doing. You're essentially saying, oh, you've been there and you've said something. You must obviously be okay with this, which is not true. You don't know that. You cannot subscribe that intent. Nice straw man. It's not a straw man. Bro, it's a comparison. See, when a valid point gets made, when a valid hypothetical gets made, bro wants to dip, bro. Bro wants to dip, but when like, bro, as soon as he... That's fucking crazy. Hey, bro, see, this is what I mean, bro. Don't argue with me. I'm actually surprisingly good at arguing. I'm not that easy to fucking manipulate, bro. Alright, is there any, like, actual question? Or, like, are we just, like, saying random shit? Isn't it ironic that you've said... Bro, you only fucking talk when you think you have some, like, got you fucking moment. And you never actually respond. Bro, you dip as soon as like hard questions come to you. And then you come back as soon as you think you have like a point. You know that looks silly, right? You know that looks silly, right? It's almost like he has a cult mentality. That's exactly what it is. Did he get that you're a CJ supporter from? Was it because that day you talked to him in chat? I was there during the segment. I don't know. Genuinely, I don't fucking know where this came from that I'm a CJ supporter of what he did. Do you know what it is? Because like, I don't just ban people in my chat immediately, right? I don't ban people in my chat immediately. Like, did CJ like make some crazy fucking thumbnails and videos about Saint? Yes, but if he comes into my chat, I'm not just gonna ban him immediately. If he wants to talk about something, he can fucking talk about something. That wasn't my priority, was to fucking speak to him in that moment. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I was actively engaging with him in any meaningful way. That was one Elastigirl levels of stretch, not gonna lie. He just went guilty by association. Do you want to know what's crazy? When Saint was in my chat, I said to him, I have publicly said I don't condone what Skull CJ was saying and doing with his thumbnails and everything like that. Like, I said that to him, like twice, publicly, in the fucking chat, pulled up. And he still went ahead and did not include any of that in his video. In his video, there is none of that. And do you want to know something crazy? I have permission to leak DMs. Was he there for that? Yes, because he was actively talking. He was actively talking. And you know what's crazy? I have permission to leak my fucking DMs with CJ. February 3rd. Sorry if you somehow got brought up into it by Saint. I never mentioned you or anything. That's a horrible kind of friend to have, not gonna lie. And I said, I'm gonna be real, like, I'm gonna be totally honest with you, like, I think your recent thumbnails are fucking crazy. Like, to the point, I think it's personally obscene. I don't think it's good for you to be accusing others of being pedos either. It just means you'll know better in a way. And equally, I think Ricardo is weird for making his video. This was all in reference to the fucking Epstein thumbnail. This is before I did my stream. Bro, this was before I did my stream. This is before my 8-hour stream, by the way. This is before my 8-hour fucking stream, right? So, like, that just kind of what it is. And then it keeps going. I totally get you. And like I said, I respect you as a person and won't allow people to involve you in this BS. I figured it was between me and Saint, and that considering how he does everyone else, he would just attack me and try to roast me, but instead, he mass brigades my channel to be mass reported on stream, says I'm a sexual harasser, and says I'm gay and that he should drop slurs on me. Oh, and that he should sue me. I was like, dang, he doing a little much. But I mean, my family's lawyers, so I don't fear it, especially after false accusation he did on me. And then I said... The follow-up, I said, well, I'm not going to lie. Your thumbnails and implications in your recent videos would be technically classed as harassment on all accounts. I think it's pretty low level to go, but again, I'm not your fucking mother. I don't think brigading is good either. Sorry, what was that? Sorry, what was that? Was that me supporting? Was that me supporting this? Hello? Was that me? In what grounds? In what grounds was this me being supporting Mr. fucking Saintontas? You lying fucking scumbag. You lying fucking scumbag. And then he followed up. Also, regardless between me and Saint, I'm a real. I don't know if you want to get into it. You can absolutely say things like the thumbnails are obscene. Because I said to him, I might make a video. I said straight up to CJ, hey, listen, I might make a video about all of this, just letting you know. And he's like, he says this, though, so you can say, I agree with you, I told you this to both me and say, you're assholes, but you know, if you say anything that doesn't support Saintontas fully and thoroughly, he will go scorch earth on you and flip this to you, and I wouldn't want that, you don't deserve that, and guess what fucking happened? Guess what happened, bro? It's fucking crazy. You were talking to him so clearly you're guilty. Exactly. It's like, it's literally here in black and fucking white. It's literally here, black and fucking white. Literally in black and white, that I think that what this guy is doing is not okay. You know what I mean? Plus there's more. I've got another bit. There's another bit from by the way, this same exact stream, by the way. Hold up. This video is not good. What was that? This makes this honestly, I'll be real, this makes it look like, okay, because it feels like such a straw clutch, it makes you look as if you're being opportunistic rather than someone who actually wants truth. Wow, it's almost like I think this video is fucking crazy. That's what I'm saying. This video, I know what you're trying to do, but using the examples that you did, it's such a stretch. It makes you look like you're being opportunistic to prove a point rather than actually caring about a truth of the matter. Do you see what I mean? Do y'all see? Do y'all see what I mean? I then went on to go say that, like, I thought CJ was weird for turning this into a video about fucking Epstein. Right? I saw this video and then I saw CJ turn it into the video about Epstein and I was like, I literally said, that's really fucking weird. Okay? This was on the same fucking 8-hour live stream that apparently I'm siding with some sides of fucking people. Like, it's so strange. It was so fucking strange. Like, why the fuck would you do that? Like, why the fuck would you do that? So anyway, I just wanted to show you my proof really quick of like where I stand, and I will not have someone fucking lie. I will just simply just not have someone lie about my intent or try to make shit up the things I didn't say.
You all supported this guy because you wanted clout, because you saw me as an easy farm. People that I have known for years, 2 years, 1.5 years, all betrayed me on a dime for some views.
Bro, sounds like a fucking politician. Bro, sounds like a fucking politician.
For this guy, you all did no research. You had no idea what his points were. You saw him say Saint bad, and you were like, "Huh, Saint bad? You're right, Saint bad. I don't need to know anymore. I'm just gonna agree, Saint bad."
Oh, he's doing the whole Trump bad thing. Oh, Trump bad. Bro, holy shit. Bro's literally a fucking politician. Oh my god. Wait, bro's literally a politician. Anyway, here's me not agreeing. Yeah, here's me just not agreeing.
And guys, do you realize how much damage you've done to your own careers with this? Do you realize this? Because there's still one more person I need to talk about.
Oh boy.
Do you want to know what gets weaponized in this most recent video here from Skull CJ? I am characterized as somebody who yells at women or harasses women. You want to know why? Because instead of simply having a private conversation with me, let me tell you what happened. And we need to pull up this creator in particular because what she did is frankly kind of fucking unforgivable. Cap had a bit of an issue.
Interesting. What did he just say? Wait, what did Saintontas just say?
Big conversation with me. I don't know why. Because instead of simply having a private conversation with
Instead of having a private conversation.
who are again supporting this. So, like I've said before, I see a couple of them here. I think May S. Moon is one of them. And I just said, hey, if you don't cross-ban that person immediately, I know they're VIP'd in a bunch of places. If you don't cross-ban this May S. Moon person right now, we're going to have problems. Just letting you all know. So you guys have like 24 hours to do that. We're not DMing. We're not having a talk about it. You're just...
Oh! Yeah! Why are you lying? Like, just... Why are you lying? Just straight up lie.
Me. I don't know why. Because instead of simply having a private conversation with me, let me ban this May S. Moon person right now, we're going to have problems. Just letting you all know. So you guys have like 24 hours to do that. We're not DMing. We're not having a talk about it. You're just banning them or we're moving on.
Why does he lie as frequently as he fucking breathes? That's what I don't get. Why does he lie as easily as he fucking breathes? Like, that's the, yes, of course he'll win all his debates if you just fucking lie the entire time. Is there any reason why I didn't want to have a call immediately with him? Because he would just lie. He would just lie. It's easy as breathing to this guy.
Let me tell you what happened.
And didn't he say he ignored your DM? Yeah, I also DM'd him after my stream. That night after my stream, I also DM'd him saying, I will have a private conversation with you.
Cap DM'd me the other day. I just ignored it and moved on.
Pick a fucking struggle. Pick a struggle. You just lie. You just lie. Do I even need to play any more of this video? Do I even need to play any more of this fucking video? When it's literally the first frame he talks about me is a lie. Do you know what? Should we do some notepadding? First lie. She didn't privately reach out. Said in the first clip not to DM or have conversation. Said afterwards he ignores DMs. All right, that's the first one. All right, that's line number 1. Great. Let's carry on. Jesus Christ.
And we need to pull up this creator in particular because what she did is frankly kind of fucking unforgivable. Cap had a bit of
Unforgivable. Unforgivable.
an issue with a statement that I made before, right? She replays one clip over and over again across the course of a day. It's a 1:32-second clip for my stream. And basically the summary of this clip is
He doesn't play the fucking clip. He doesn't play the clip.
is that I see that one of her chatters, May S. Moon, is actively supporting Skull CJ.
Hey, we're just 2 lies. As easily as he breathes. I shit you not. Every sentence he says is another fucking lie. Literally every sentence after the other is just a fucking lie or mischaracterization. Number 2, I can't type. Play the clip he is talking about. So his chat have 0 context to the severity of what he said. So he can downplay it. He doesn't play the clip he is talking about, so his chat have 0 context to the severity of what he said. Go back.
Stream. And basically the summary of this clip is that
The summary of this clip.
I see that one of her chatters, May S. Moon, is actively supporting Skull CJ.
Okay, lie number 3. May S. Moon is supporting CJ. This is just, there is no proof. He shows no proof of this.
Moment that he made a video where the thumbnail is him photoshopping me over Jelaine Maxwell, a literal sex offender. Jelaine
Proof?
Maxwell. Maybe she's not one. I'm not super sure. Like, I don't know what her condition is.
Proof?
Like, it's obviously fucked up, right? He photoshops me over Jelaine Maxwell. And then one of her VIPs joins his server and starts actively supporting him.
Proof? Proof? Hello? Saintontas, the purveyor of proof. Where is it, sir? Where is this proof that you always say that you have? Seems like you've sniffed a bit too much fucking glue here and somehow you've become lobotomized. Like, where's the glue? You fucking sniffed it all. Like, proof?
And so I said on stream, I really hope you guys ban this person. And if you don't, we're gonna have some problems.
Every sentence is a lie. I shit you not. Every single sentence he has said is literally a provable fucking lie. May S. Moon support CJ proof? All May S. Moon did was be in a Discord and talk. Talking is not support of an Epstein thumbnail. Maze is someone who is a regular in like 10 streamer chats. I think that context is kind of important, right? Maze is someone who is a regular in like 10 fucking streamer chats and in their like discords or whatever. They're just someone who likes to see what's going on. That doesn't mean that they support everything that they do. It's like if I follow people on Twitter, it doesn't always mean that I like support them. I just want to see what's happening, right? Like it's kind of, that's kind of crazy. So May is supporting CJ. Proof? That there's no proof. You're not providing any proof. By the way, he's provided no proof for like anything he's done so far. By the way, nothing that he's done. What was point number 4? Sorry, he went to another sentence and he already lied. Wait, hold up.
Joins his server and starts actively supporting him. And so I said on stream, I really hope you guys ban this person. And if you don't, we're gonna have some problems.
He downplays what he says and purposefully, I can't type, purposefully leaves out the important parts that make him look fucking terrible. He's doing this so he can manipulate you. Let me find it again, just so y'all are aware.
A couple of them here. I think May, right? I've already seen plenty of other chatters in other CC's chats who are again supporting this. So, like I've said before, I see a couple of them here. I think May S. Moon is one of them, and I just said, hey, if you don't cross-ban that person immediately, I know they're VIP'd in a bunch of places. If you don't cross-ban this May S. Moon person right now, we're gonna have problems. Just let it.
If you don't cross-ban them right now, we're going to have problems. Sounds a little bit like a threat to me.
You all know. So you guys have like 24 hours to do that.
You have 24 hours to cross-ban this person who simply exists in a fucking Discord now, or we are going to have problems.
We're not DMing. We're not having a talk about it. You're just.
We're not DMing and we're not having a talk about it. We're not talking about it. You do this now or we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, because I don't want to deal with CCs who are gonna have snakes that are supporting guys who make videos like this about me.
Again, you are subscribing intent to maze that you cannot prove. You are lying.
I'm not gonna be associating with CCs who have that in their chat.
Crazy. This is such a weird purity test of loyalty and friendship. Like an insane test of loyalty and friendship. It felt sickening. It felt sickening. Like I felt ill when I heard him say that. I was like, what the fuck? I just raided him, by the way. I raided into him like this. And he says this. I'm like, okay, crazy. So again, that's line number 4, manipulation number 4. Every sentence that this guy says is literally a fucking lie. Yo, if you're a Saint watcher, if you're a Saint viewer, how much is it gonna take for you to wake the fuck up and realize this guy is just spreading shit? That's all he does and hopes that you believe it. By the way, he's not played a single second of my stream at this point, but by the by.
She proceeds to run a whole 8-hour, 30-minute stream, constantly replaying this clip, makes a fucking bingo board.
5. 8-hour stream about Saint. Look how long she was ranting at me for. Look how long she was ranting at me for. Should I give you a breakdown of this stream? Should I give you a breakdown of this stream and what happened? Nothing really kind of happened here. I kind of spoke about it after like the hour mark, probably. Maybe a bit before that. Yeah, I spoke about after like a half an hour mark, right? The hour mark, I kind of start talking about it and then whatever. And then I go into actually talking about like, I actually defend Saint. It's crazy. At this point, I actually defend Saint, saying that Aricado made a really weird video and CJ made a really weird response to Aricado's video painting Saint as like a pedo. And I'm like, that's just not fucking cool. I'm doing that. But I'm saying, hey, I'm just not going to accept someone to tell me to remove a VIP from my fucking chat that's been here forever over fucking this. Are you kidding? Over this. This is what it was. He saw these messages right here from Maze and it's like, that ban them 24 hours or we're not friends. We're gonna have problems. We're gonna have issues. Basically laying a threat. Crazy. And then what he fails to bring up and what he fails to mention is that for 2 hours of this stream, Saintontas himself is in my chat arguing back with me for 2 of those hours. For 2 of those hours, he is arguing with me. 2 of those, he is arguing with me. With me. And he does not, at any point, answer any fucking question I ever do. Okay? He never answers the question directly. He ducks me. He moves the goalpost. He manipulates. I ask him repeatedly. Do you know why he says I keep repeating the clip? Because he would not answer, Saint, is this a threat or not? He wouldn't answer it. He wouldn't say yes or he would not answer it. That's why he keeps saying she kept repeating the clip.
Constantly replaying this clip.
The clip that you will not play, by the way, I wonder why you didn't, Saint. Maybe because it makes you look fucking terrible. Again, Saintontas watches, this is your fucking goat. The guy who can only win by lying every fucking sentence that he breathes.
Makes a fucking bingo board.
Yes, I make a bingo board. Do you know why? At this point in my fucking stream, everyone tells me, hey, Cap, Saint's going live, by the way. He's gone live. And I'm like, oh, great. Let me make a bingo board and say what he's gonna fucking say about me because you're predictable as shit. And I stayed live for another 4 hours. Do you know why? So if he fucking lied about me, I could catch it in real time. That's why I stayed live for a further 4 hours, simply because if he said some dumb fucking shit, I could just be there to fucking catch it. And I would say my shit in the meantime. Didn't care at that point. I think that's pretty fair game. I think that's pretty fair game.
About me with shit like, of like what I'm going to say in like the video that I make. I didn't even make a video about her.
This is the video. This is the video, and you did do a stream. So, like, again, it's just another big bingo board of a video I didn't make. Literally recording the video as he says this, by the way. Every sentence, dude.
But she proceeded to, instead of just calling me, we're not DMing, we're not having a talk about it.
Brother. Instead of just calling me, literally said the day before not to DM or have a conversation. I can't type. Literally said the day before, we're not having a DM, we're not having a conversation about it. The only time he said, okay, let's call or let's have a conversation is when I was clocking his shit so bad. And I was like, bro, this is kind of crazy. Like, you are not understanding how bad this is looking for you right now. And he's like, oh, okay, if you talk so big, get in a call then. Because I hurt his ego. That's why he wanted to get into a call, because I was tearing him apart for 2 hours in my chat. And that's why he wanted to call. And I was like, no. I know what happens when that occurs. And later on, I said, I'll do a call if there's a third person there. But that's crazy fucking framing.
To talk about this, she farms me for 8 hours and 30 minutes.
Oh! What? Instead of calling, she farms me for 8 hours? Instead of calling, she farms me for 8 hours. You dumb... Again, just another lie. Said not to DM or converse. Only offered to call after 4 fucking hours because I hurt your ego. Then you refused a mediator. Again, every sentence, this guy just lies as quickly as he breathes.
And then calls me a bad friend.
She calls me a bad friend. But she farmed me. I can't type. Farmed me. It's almost as if this would sound to his chat. I would sound fucking crazy right now. Oh my god, what is this girl doing? She sounds fucking crazy. Yeah, she's saying I'm the bad friend. Of course I fucking would when you lie. When you lie about me 9 fucking times in the span of 2 fucking minutes, every sentence you fucking breathe in your mouth, of course I'm going to look like a terrible person when you just lie about me every sentence that you speak.
Bro, I'm going to be honest. I'm just gonna be real here. This is like somebody getting racked and they go to jail. I'm just gonna be honest. That's what it is. I don't fucking care. That is what it is. I'm the one that's taking the training. I'm the one that's taking the training here. How am I taking the training?
Sorry, that's kind of... I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to laugh, bro. I don't mean to laugh. That's... Bro is crazy. Bro is fucking crazy. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. Where were we? I completely forgot. Yeah, he's implying that, like, why would she call me a bad friend? Well, I don't know, Saint. Maybe it's because you didn't explain any of the context. You didn't play the clip that I actually found problematic. You purposefully didn't play it. You didn't include any of the other context of your community being incredibly toxic, me coming to you about this and being like, hey, I kind of have a bit of an issue with this. Nothing happens at all. By the way, the same community Saintontas has that he says is perfectly like fine and a community that he wants, right? He openly admits in conversation with me that, like, if he were to moderate some toxic stuff in his fucking like server, it would be a dog shit environment for his fucking Discord. Okay, Saint, that environment that you have cultivated is now calling Gacha Smack a fucking pedophile. So congratulations. I guess I was fucking right. Isn't that wild? This is what happens when you want to have people say whatever the fuck they want about other creators. Isn't that kind of fucking crazy? You know what? Yeah, I was so wrong. I was so wrong to coming to you and being like, hey, I'm kind of worried about this. Maybe we can kind of do something. No. By the way, that's one of the reasons why his ultimatum felt weird to me, because he was demanding something from me, but he would never do the same for me. If I ever said, hey, I kind of have a problem with this, like, how do you feel about maybe doing something? It's like, there's nothing really I could do about it. I'm not going to stop people from saying stuff. So it's rules for thee and not for me every single turn. He's asking me for an ultimatum, but would not do something for me. Anyway, let's carry on. See what the next lie is. Of course, it would sound bad if you don't play the context. Cunt. This cunt doesn't play the fucking context. You have the logical reasoning of an unplugged fucking toaster. The fuck you doing, fam? Anyway, carry on.
She farms it for 8 hours, a 1 minute 32-second clip for 8 hours and 30 seconds, and then calls me a bad friend after.
Yes, because you didn't address anything in the clip. Guys, she just farmed me for 8 hours because of one clip and called me a bad friend. Why would she do that? Yeah, maybe you should tell your chat why. Why are you not giving your chat any context? By the way, at this point, he has not played a single second of my stream. Insinuating I'm crazy for making a claim that he is a bad friend without playing a single second of my stream or reasoning or clip in question. Again, every fucking sentence he says is either a lie or manipulation.
Afterwards, I'm asking because her chatters are actively supporting somebody that did this and is, of course,
it's every sentence. Her chatters are supporting CJ. Proof! It's every sentence! This guy is not real!
Now that we've seen all the other context of what this guy does and how he misportrays information, right? About how much he lies. He's, again, the view botting, the grooming.
He is lumping me with CJ when my problem isn't about CJ. He is subscribing intent to me that doesn't apply. You are a fucking rat. You are a rat. You're a rat. Ascribing, I'm retarded.
Try to talk to me. She just goes live and follows me for 8 hours and 30 minutes and calls me a bad friend. We're not DMing. We're not having a talk about it.
Bro, it's every sentence. Are you kidding me?
She lies. He's, again, the view botting, the grooming. She doesn't even try to talk to me. She just... We're not DMing. We're not having a talk about it.
She doesn't even try to talk to me. You were in my chat for 2 hours straight, Saintontas, brother! Using his soft voice to appear as the victim. But it's every fucking sentence! My mind is fucking blown. My mind is blown that this guy lies every sentence he breathes. Holy fuck. I have never encountered someone who is a pathological liar as much as this fucking man. Do you understand now why I was live for 8 hours straight? Can you imagine the kind of shit he was trying to pull for like 2 hours in my chat? Because he obfuscates, he deflects, he never answers questions. Because it's impossible for him to give a straight fucking answer for anything. This guy is not fucking real. Does he think I'm stupid? Does this man think I'm actually stupid?
Just goes live and follows me for 8 hours and 30 minutes and calls me a bad friend.
God, she goes live for 8 hours and calls me a bad friend. I'm not gonna show you the clip that she sent or that she's trying to play. Don't ask why she keeps replaying the clip. It's not because I'm not answering or anything. She's just a bad friend and farming me for 8 hours. You fucking absolute doorknob. You absolute unpolished doorknob.
She did no research into this guy. She did no research into his takes. And you want to...
She did no research into this guy. Again, my issues do not involve CJ directly. I literally told you in my chat I don't support his thumbnails or the way he does content. I literally said, he was in my chat and I told him, I think the way he does his thumbnails in my videos is kind of fucking retarded. Hey, by the way, do you want to see my DMs? You want to see my DMs with Skull CJ before I made my stream, way before the day before, telling him, hey, this shit is fucking obscene. This is proof that I'm not just fucking bullshitting. And this is CJ being like, if you talk about this, he's gonna go scorched earth on you. Guess he was fucking right on that. This is literally me backing up what I'm saying. But of course, you won't say that in your video, will you, Saintontas? You won't put the truth in your video because all you do is lie. All you do is lie. Every sentence you have said is a fucking lie. Are you happy? Is this what you wanted? Great. Let's keep going.
I know what the worst part about this is. She allows Skull CJ to continue harassing me in her chat.
Oh, she allows Skull CJ to continue harassing me in her chat. She allows Skull CJ to harass me in her chat. I'm gonna be real, guys. I don't ban everyone on fucking site because surprisingly, my focus and attention is on speaking with Saint, who is pulled up on my fucking stream, and getting through to him what the fuck the problem is. Skull CJ's there. He's like saying his shit, as is so many people in my chat, by the way. So many people in my chat, because they saw live 4K HD you being a manipulative fucking bastard, and everybody was roasting you in my chat. Everybody was roasting you in my chat because you were being a fucking moron. It wasn't CJ was harassing me in my chat. Brother, my entire chat was dogging on you because you were being a moron. Just a verifiable fact. Well, am I supposed to ban my entire chat? Or maybe you need to fucking listen to what's happening. Holy shit. She didn't ban CJ, who was still harassing me in my chat. Brother, everyone was talking about you. Everyone was talking shit. You were being a prick. You being a prick. All right. 16. Again, every sentence, he's just fucking wrong, lying, or manipulating. Like, I'm doing a dance, bro. I'm doing a fucking dance. I've never met someone who literally is such a pathological, like, liar, bro. Can you understand now how frustrating it is when you speak with someone like this and they lie as easily as they breathe? Of course you're gonna talk about it for a long time because, oh my god, it's not often you meet a person like this.
She refuses to ban Skull CJ. He's in here.
Yes, because, like, he's not... Bro, everyone's talking shit. Everyone's fucking talking shit. It doesn't matter that much. I don't ban fucking everyone. Holy shit. And it put me in this position of, like, oh, he's in your chat, you haven't banned him, you're a bad person. Then if I do ban him, oh, you should have banned him earlier. It's anything. Because if I banned him, Saint would have used that to be like, oh, so now you listen to me, conversation's over, which is what happened, by the way. I was like, fine, fuck it, I don't care, I'll ban him. Okay, so now you did it. Oh, now you've admitted that I was right. And that's what he does. He will just manipulate until he gets an answer that seeks his approval. So cringe.
The guy that photoshopped me onto Jelaine Maxwell is in her chat talking shit to me the whole time.
Everyone's talking shit to you because you're being a moron.
And she doesn't ban him. But then she's out here.
I don't ban a lot of fucking people because they're all talking shit because you're all being a moron.
Telling me that I'm making unreasonable demands by asking her to ban the chatter.
You don't play the clip. Unreasonable demands. If it's unreasonable, play the clip. But you won't. He won't.
He's banned, though. You wanna know when he got banned? After I asked 10 times for him to get banned.
I banned him at that point purely to prove a point that he would have just been like, see, I was right. And like clockwork, that's what happened.
Asked for him 10 times to get banned. And then she banned him after like the 10th time. He was in there for 5 hours talking shit about me the whole time.
He was not in there for 5 hours talking shit.
This is after he did this. And I get called a bad friend.
Yes, because this is not a fucking good thing. This makes you a terrible fucking friend.
So, like I've said before, I see a couple of them here. I think May S. Moon is one of them. And I just said, hey, if you don't cross-ban that person immediately, I know they're VIP'd in a bunch of places. If you don't cross-ban this May S. Moon person right now, we're going to have problems. Just letting you all know. So
who the fuck threatens a friend over a chatter that said 2 messages in a Discord? That said 2 messages that would... this weird friend purity test over 2 fucking messages, yet you would not do the same thing for me whenever I came to you saying, hey, you've got people in your fucking community that are doing mad fucking shit, absolutely like kind of hate brigading my stuff sometimes, and also the same community that you have that is currently calling Gadget Smack a fucking pedophile. So I don't know, Saint, why was I supposed to do something for you and not the other way around, like ever? It's so weird.
She never made any attempt to reach out.
She never made any attempt to reach out. Brother,
So you guys have like 24 hours to do that. We're not DMing. We're not having a talk about it. You're just banning them or we're moving on.
He lies as easily as he breathes. He lies as easily as he breathes. He lies. He lies as easily as he breathes. He said not to reach out. He said not to reach out. And that night, I did privately DM him. This is the crazy thing. I privately DM'd him the night after I did this stream to say, hey, I'm down to have a talk. I'm down to have a talk. And do you know what he said on stream yesterday?
Cap DM'd me the other day. I just ignored it and moved on. It's great.
What? Rose, what the fuck are we doing? Like, do I need to say anything else? We're on point 17. We're literally on point 17. Let's see what the next sentence he says is.
I am the one just simply being wronged here on every front. I see one of her chatters supporting the guy.
Oh, there's no way! After lying the entire time, he claims he is the one being wronged. Aww. Aww. After lying the entire time, this past however many minutes, he's the one being wronged. Guys, chat, don't you see this woman's crazy? Don't you see this woman's crazy? I'm being wronged. Yeah, if you fucking lie about everything, you daft cunt. Right.
Guy who's photoshopping me onto Jelaine Maxwell, and she freaks the fuck out, says I'm trying to...
She freaks the fuck out. Proof? Any clip? Anything? Is there anything? Is he gonna play a clip? Is there gonna be any proof of this?
To like control her, make unreasonable demands that I'm trying to like impose my will or something.
Does he just have amnesia? He claims he's not making unreasonable demands. Meanwhile, the fucking clip!
Before, I see a couple of them here. I think May S. Moon is one of them, and I just said, hey, if you don't cross-ban that person immediately, I know they're VIP'd in a bunch of places.
Unreasonable demands to remove and ban a VIP that literally really did nothing fucking wrong, and it was so fucking tame.
Cross-ban this May S. Moon person right now, we're gonna have problems. Just letting you all know. So you guys have like 24 hours to do that.
Unreasonable demands.
We're not having a talk about it. You're just banning them or we're moving on.
Yeah, you're banning them, removing them, or we're having problems, and that's it. That is an unreasonable demand for a fucking, supposedly for a friend. Why do you think I said you're a bad friend?
No, I just want to stop this.
He did, in fact, make unreasonable demands. Okay, let's keep going.
Because it's crazy. Because this guy's crazy. Not me. This guy's crazy. He's a fucking freak. You've seen how much he lies.
He is... Okay, do you know what he... Okay, I'm not even gonna admit it's a bullet point. He's not really, like, lying about anything. But he's talking about me, right? He's talking about me, and then immediately talking about CJ. But look at this guy. Look at what he's done. And it's like... Dude... I don't... My issue with you is nothing to fucking do with CJ. So it's like subscribing intent and applying to like the fucking chat audience of like, hey, this girl's like kind of siding with this guy. And that's not it at all.
Lies. All he does is lie. And I'm telling you, your community members that are supporting him, it's nuts. This is what Caps...
Say your community members just called Gotcha Smack a fucking pedophile in your server and you're so happy. You're so happy about it because if you moderate these people, apparently it's cultivating a dog shit fucking environment. Pipe the fuck down. Okay, now it's going after my mods. Okay. Goes after my mods.
Mod of 7, 6, 8, 9 plus months. I don't know how much. Says about me on a daily basis. She says this about me on a daily basis.
Proof? Proof? This is when Saint is in my chat being a moron and everyone was calling him out. It wasn't just Lavender. Everyone in my chat was calling him out for being a moron because Saint was speaking to me in my chat at the time and everyone was calling him a fucking moron. So to single out the woman of my, like, mod team is kind of weird. Where's the other proof, Saint? You're the purveyor of proof. Where is it, bro? Where is it? And it's ironic because he said to me a while ago when I brought up the whole Discord thing initially, is that, hey, if people are shit-talking you, it's probably because you made a take that you could be shit-talked on, so you just kind of got to deal with it. So, same thing goes to you. If people in my chat are shit-talking you, maybe it's because you did a shitty fucking thing.
Cap keeps this person as a moderator in her chat for months.
Yes, because she's lovely.
And I'm the bad friend.
Yes. How I keep my nice mod. Therefore, I'm the bad friend? It's this weird purity thing of like, anyone, if you keep anyone around who thinks negatively of me, you're the bad friend, Cap. If you mod anyone who thinks negatively of me, you're the bad friend. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Anyone who speaks negative of me, you're the bad friend for keeping them around. Okay, Shane, where's the same fucking energy where, like, so many of your fucking chatters or mods in your Discords actively fucking shit on me on daily too? You won't get rid of them when I ask. Hypocrite.
Nah, Saint, you're the nuts one here. Yeah, he needs to hear that 1 billion more times. Avoiding confrontation. You're such a child.
He avoided confrontation, by the way, because while he was in my chat, I put him in a corner. He wouldn't answer a question. He was like, okay, I'm done. And then he dipped. And then came back 5 minutes later with his tail between his legs to talk again. Pathetic behavior. There's nothing wrong with these messages. But again, you won't play the context of this happening. So no one in your chat knows what the fuck is going on. No one in your chat knows what the fuck is going on. Pull up his logs? Good idea. Oh, yeah, crazy. It's almost as if he's in... Bro, it's almost as if he's in my chat. Saying, this is Giga Toxic XDDDD. Like a fucking child. You're going XDDDD in my chat. And Lavender's saying, you're such a child. Wow, that's kind of crazy, bro. Wow, that's kind of wild. It's almost like you're acting like a fucking child. And you're just here in my chat doing this shit, bro. Bro, you gotta stop, bro. You need to stop. Whatever path you're on, whatever you think you're fucking doing, you gotta fucking stop, bro. Again, you've provided no proof of fucking anything. No evidence of anything. Just lying. Trying. Grasping at fucking straws to make something. And you wanted to make this a video? You wanted to make this a video? You thought this was a good idea? Damn. Yeah, you are the bad fucking friend when you just lie about me the entire time.
My respect for Cap went nuclear. Huh? Proof? I don't understand why Saint hates Jenna so much. Probably because your IQ is negative. He's such an Saint is the sole reason why everyone hates the Woo-Wah community.
Because you are actively in my chat making yourself look like a fucking moron, dipshit. Why don't you pull anyone else's logs from my chat at that time that was calling you a moron? Crazy. But just my mods, because, oh, this is who she associates with. This is who's in her fucking chat. Meanwhile, he has actual homophobes as, like, VIPs. But, like, hey, he's not going to talk about that, is he? But there we go.
But I'm the bad friend because I asked her to remove toxic chatters. And this
You would not do the same thing for me, you fucking hypocrite.
is her mod. I asked her to remove toxic chatters from her chat that were obviously talking shit about me.
I asked you to remove toxic people from your chats and discords that were talking shit about me, and you did nothing about it. Actually, in fact, you told me just kind of deal with it, because if they're talking shit about you, there's probably a reason they're talking shit about you. So go fuck yourself. It's rules for thee, not for me. Again, it's so many. You wouldn't remove toxic chatters. Bro, they like Maze wasn't toxic. Proof? Where was Maze toxic? Lavin, my mod? Where? They were just correct. They were just correct. It's not toxic. She was just right.
This is her mod, and I'm the bad friend.
Yes, because everyone agrees what you were doing was fucking crazy.
I can't deal with this shit, bro. I'm so tired of it.
Maybe if you have to lie so much, you wouldn't be fucking tired. A great way for you to not feel tired so much is maybe just being an honest fucking person. Maybe it wouldn't weigh you down. Maybe the burden of lying so much wouldn't weigh you down so much. You know what I mean? Oh god, maybe if you just get rid of all that pathological shit and just be a normal fucking human being, things will be fine.
Guys, those are all things that happened. Those are all things.
Oh fuck, misclick. Those are all things that happened. Those were all things that happened. He lied 24 times.
Says about me on a daily basis. Saint, you're the quitting quickly because your IQ is negative. And shit about me. So tired of it. Guys, those are all things that happened. Those are all things that occurred in the
He thought this was a good idea to fucking make?
last 48 hours. This is what I've had to deal with. Imagine this many.
This is what I've had to deal with. This is what I've had to deal with. Brackets, he had to lie. That's what happened. That's what happened. He had to lie.
CCs doing things like this on such a basis like this. It's fucking nuts. And now,
You know what's nuts? Lying every sentence you fucking speak. You pathetic, sad cunt. Holy shit. I'm about to bleep all this out, bro.
to give you a bit of a special. This is where we're going to start doing some call-outs. This is where we're going to start providing some glue that we know other CCs never even try to provide.
He then proceeds to grandstand and make himself look like the purveyor, I can't type, of proof, when he just did a whole segment with zero fucking glue. I can't believe this guy. He's not real. He's not real.
This is why I'm not going to shit on V, but I'm going to carve out some time for a very, very great, a great person over here, Balazian.
And that's really all. I just kind of want to touch on the parts that he's talking about.
Deserve that.
That's his DMs to her. So remember this, right? Sorry, this is just an extra excerpt for fun. Doesn't this read like, Tech, please, I'm better. Tech, I promise you. Tech, I
What the fuck does it have to do with tech tone, bro? What's this got to do with tech tone?
promise you. I'm better.
This is just fucking crazy. 26 fucking lies or just shit that's fucking wrong. I've just never seen someone genuinely lie this much in my fucking life. Isn't that his DM to you? That's CJ's DM to me. By the way, here's my DMs with CJ, by the way. This is my DMs with CJ, by the way, of me literally saying to him before I did my streams that I think that his like thumbnails and content's fucking crazy. Cap, you need to see this.
Bro, she's one of the most disgusting people I've ever seen. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I really don't know how, with all the context, all the information, and knowing all of this stuff, you're like, I just feel like she's dirty. She's dirty to me.
What a bitch. What a nasty, vile fucking cunt.
So yeah, she's just on the record. She's full on supporting CJ now. Yeah.
Where you fucking actual you are a fucking specimen. Where proof? I got the glue. Do you? Bro is having a fucking like narcissistic ego death as we speak. There is no way.
I think I'm good, bro. I think I'm good. Let's draft the tweet. Absolutely.
There's this guy. Do you guys understand? Like, do you see? He has nothing. I want you to know what my motivations were for going to such lengths. Really, it's because this is a repeated pattern of behavior I've had to deal with Saint, where he will purity test my friendship and loyalty when it comes to situations I disagree with him on. If I don't follow his reasoning, I'm disappointing. This situation was just the straw that broke the camel's back for me. Stuff that he did in my chat publicly is the type of weird mental gymnastics he'd do in private whenever I brought up any issue to him. That's probably why my actions seem irrational to a lot of people, because they don't know how many times I've had to do this back and forth. I have asked Saintontas before if he'd tell his community to tone it down a bit regarding me, because it was something that was actually kind of starting to bother me from someone that was supposed to be my friend. His community would actively tag me after sending a hate message so that I'd see it, and his response was that he won't moderate that behavior. And after so many months of this festering and continuing to get worse, his community actively wanted Saintontas to go after me, and his server became a hub for people to vent their frustrations at me. There were talks of a literal cap folder months ago. They've been wanting Saint to go nuclear on me for a while. You know, when you have the biggest gacha retard John Seaman in your corner, you know you're cooked. Saintontas actively has been calling my community retarded because not everyone always agrees with him. It's honestly been exhausting, and I just had enough. So, when Saint came to me demanding a banner chatter simply because they were in someone's Discord sending messages, bear in mind, nobody knew Maze was a mod then, I felt less willing to comply with this demand since he never took my situation in the past into consideration. Rules for me and not for thee. It was a weird double standard. Can you understand why I might feel quite frustrated by this? But Saintontas approves of this kind of community rhetoric. Himself and his mods have all confirmed that saying slurs won't get you immediately banned, and that too much moderation would lead to a dogshit community. I wasn't asking for bans, just for people to tone it down, like not really much. But I guess it's fine, because Saintontas is actively in support of loose moderation of his community. The difference is, if he came to me in private and politely laid out something that bothered him, I would deal with it in a heartbeat. But Saint? I have to comply, or you're no friend of mine, apparently, to him. I gotta say, after all this went down, I've never seen someone crash out so hard on anything. After realizing he has such little friends because he pushes people away by being so disagreeable and difficult, he finally started talking more on his Discord and started piping up on Twitter because he couldn't bear the fact he was getting cooked alive by someone like me. He did this to himself. I wanted no part in the drama. I did not care about Skull CJ's mission, but I was roped into it by being threatened by a baseless demand. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a content creator that does not break. Yes, if you lie about me, I will keep talking about you. Yes, if you make a video about me, I will keep talking about you. If you keep saying crazy shit about me, I will keep talking about you, Saint. I don't care how long it takes. From here on, I'm just going to speak my mind. You guys can either believe me or not. It really doesn't matter to me anymore.
You, the audience, do not know what goes on between content creators. Don't pretend like you know everything about us. There is so much that happens off stream, outside of videos, that you'd never come to know about. For the past year, I've been navigating the space in a way that has been really frustrating to me. I make commentary content, I give opinions, I make critiques, I talk about other creator takes. However, every time I've disagreed publicly with Saintontas, it's not something he obviously likes. The problem that he has is if you don't share his takes, you're stupid, and that's disappointing to him. The issue is, I just got tired of being spoken to like this constantly. Like when your only interactions with someone who's supposed to be your friend is their disappointment of you, you're not friends anymore. There have been so many times I have privately spoken to Saint about these issues that I've had and was met with nothing but conflict, unnecessary escalation, a failure to understand or reason with anything that I said, and ultimately stonewalling me completely. The same stuff that you saw he'd do in my chat, he'd do in private. Believe me, when I said I've tried to handle things privately many times before, he didn't want to engage with me in good faith and every time disregarded my concerns. Every interaction was an argument and it started to make it feel weird. Like, you know, this person hates you, but they just won't say it to your face. That is a true snake, and that is a fake friend. Despite knowing this in my gut, I still tried to get along. I brought it up to him before. I've said, hey, things have been a little weird. Can we, like, repair this friendship? I would like to avoid conflicts in the future. Silence. Nothing. Not worth his time. He completely ignored it. Is that a man that cared? Clearly not. So please don't try and say to me that I didn't try. So forgive me for considering this public ultimatum the straw that broke the camel's back. Can you understand why I became so frustrated? I didn't do this because of CJ. I wasn't involved in his drama. I didn't approve of his drama. You roped me into this, Saintontas, by giving me an unreasonable ultimatum that sounded like a threat. And by you arguing me for hours in my chat rather than admit this fact, and considering you would never do the same for me, is the reason I lost all respect for you in that moment. This is a man that puts himself on a pedestal, claiming his takes are ones of truth, and everything else must be stupid. However, his truth can seem convincing. He's good at appealing to people that already lean into a certain school of thought. Those are the people he farms, ones that don't question his logic or conclusions because they already agreed with the premise from the start. They don't care too much how sound your logical reasoning is, you just have to appear correct enough, and they'll agree with you and defend you. Saintontas is a very smart man. He knows this is the game. But his logic and truths a lot of the time are just hasty generalizations that appeal to his community's popular opinion. But when scrutinized, often come up empty, contradictory, and full of flaws, like I kind of pointed out today. This is why he does not like when people critique his takes. He cannot be proven wrong, or it ruins the illusion to his whole community. This is why he will attack people constantly that go for his takes, because he has to convince his audience the person is bad and wrong, therefore discrediting any of their takes and they can be disregarded, and peace is there. He must prove that he is right to his audience to maintain that audience confidence, but also because he's just a narcissist that can't fathom why someone would disagree with someone that's so obviously right to him. I know exactly what game he's playing, and it's not an honest one. Like we said, it's completely performative. He is always acting in a way that will get him the best results possible, because that's what matters to him most, results. He is obsessed with numbers, analytics of himself and other content creators. He talks about them constantly. Here he is on his stream giving content creator audits to people without their consent to their viewers. I don't know about you, but I feel a little weirded out by this. You know, my friend is critiquing my channel negatively to his massive audience.
Oh, I see somebody here making a fatal mistake. I see a fatal mistake, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want to know what it is? I think Cap's trying too much to be like me. In that she's trying to be like the first person to make the takes on these issues, But unfortunately, she's not doing what I do in that she's not leveling it out with other content.
It's just like weird. Like, why are you critiquing other content creators' work in front of your audience? It's just like, it's a little bit icky, dude. Saint will frame this as me being the close friend that backstabbed him, when in reality, I'm someone that just stood up for myself to a guy that has been pretending to be my friend for a long time and made absolutely zero effort to give me a reason to ever help fight his battles. Just maybe, Saint, you should have listened to me a couple of months ago when I messaged you asking if, like, we had a repairable friendship and I didn't want conflict, and you just straight up ignored me. I got my answer then months ago that we were not friends. The crazy thing is, I'm still willing to talk and figure it out, but I know you won't, so it is what it is. Currently, he's claiming I'm an extremely mentally ill, bipolar, crazy bitch. Like, it's wild. So if you're going to call me these things, of course I'm going to respond in an extreme way. It's crazy how if that's the case, then why is it I have countless friends I've had for years in this space that have my back, that'll ride or die, that I've never once had an issue with, and slowly you self-destruct every friendship you've ever had. Riddle me that one, Batman, but hey, it is what it is. I appreciate y'all. If you believe me, you believe me. If you don't, you don't. It is what it is. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.